I want to talk to you today. Joseph Onesta, clinical hypnotist here. I just want to talk to you today about rapid results. A lot of times people come to me and they want to know how many sessions something is going to take. Like it's a prescription, like how many pills do I have to take? And there is this propensity. We want things and we want them now. But becoming healthy doesn't work that way. I'm sorry to break. You can turn me off now if what you want to do is take pills or inject things to become healthy. That's fine. That's your decision. Um, but if you're really interested in leading a better life, give me a few minutes of your time. And I want to, this desire is natural, right? When I left Japan and I came back to the United States, I lived in Japan for 2 years. A doctor, when I was trying to get a job at Los Angeles Community College District, I had to have a physical. And the doctor refused to sign my physical until I lost 30 pounds. And so, what did I do? The first thing, he referred me to a nutritionist. And along with making an appointment with her, she looked just like Meg Ryan. It was incredible. Um, Along with that appointment with her, I went to a gym. I joined a gym. I paid for 10 sessions with a personal trainer, figuring, oh, well, this guy will show me what to do so that I can. And of course, they had the free sort of circuit training. I could have done that for free, but no, 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 I'm going to be, be a different guy. And so I did it. My very first session, he came first. The trainer came first, big muscly guy, and he put me through my paces. And I will tell you, every time I didn't want to do this anymore, I pushed myself through it. And it seemed like a lot, but I figured this guy is a professional, right? Okay. And I assume he was. I don't know. I didn't check his credentials. I should have. So, I left there a little stiff. The next morning, however, I couldn't move. My entire body was in pain. And when I dragged myself to the bathroom to pee, my urine was brown, which meant basically that I was bleeding somewhere. Anyway, of course, I never went back. I lost the money. I did go to the gym, but I never talked. I went to a different franchise, like a different office, because I didn't want to see him again. I was embarrassed and ashamed, and I wanted those rapid results. Well, I worked with a woman, and she put me on a low-fat diet. I'm not recommending that. But I did lose weight. I lost the weight. I passed the physical, got my job. So, long story short, but it didn't happen overnight. I saw her for weeks, weeks, months, really. I mean, when you add them all up. And so, here's the thing: people want the rapid results, and what it reminds me is people in a casino playing slot machines. They're mesmerized. And of course, it's the next roll that might be the winner. But it's an easy thing to do. I mean, let's face it, you're sitting on your ass, you put a bunch of money on a card, and all you're doing now, you're not even pulling the lever anymore. Back in the day, right? The one-armed bandit. You're pressing a button. And I'm not saying you can't do this. I'm just saying you're not going to win. Some people do win. Right. I have a friend who swears that he comes out on top. And it's like, okay, he does. I don't know. I'd like to see the spreadsheet. But the truth is that most people, if he does come out on top, most people don't. Right? It's the odds are stacked against you. And it's the same thing with the diet and weight loss industry. The idea is, okay, this is going to work for a while, but later it's going to come back. And when it comes back, you'll come back. So if you're really interested in health and in the quality of your life, then it's going to take time. And you have to change. Your diet will have to change. Your lifestyle will have to change because what you've been doing so far has created what you have. I'm not blaming you. I will bet there are people out there right now starting to type and I did everything right. I followed. I had one lady call me up. She looked at my website about diabetes and weight loss, and she's already yelling at me. She's saying, it looks just like the keto diet. I tried that for 6 months and then all the weight came back. Right, exactly. Because you didn't change. You changed your diet for 6 months and it showed you results. But did you think you'd have to stop doing that? How are you going to maintain it? Just go back to the way you were? So here's the thing. If in your mind you're thinking right now, I want a beach body, beautiful beach body for this summer, well, it's time to get started, certainly. But you might make it for next summer. Did he say that? Yes, he did. Just depends. And going crazy, we've learned this scientifically. Really radical diet changes are less sustainable, and you got to keep them up. They're less sustainable, but you got to keep them up. And I have friends who are carnivores. They only eat meat and dairy. I have friends who are vegetarians who only eat plant-based things. Clients, I'm saying friends, they're really clients. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. But is it sustainable? And you got to keep it up. And it takes time. You have to change. So, Joseph Onesta here. If you want rapid change, this is why everybody's like injecting themselves with GLP-1 agonists, semaglutide. Look, I lost the weight. But the minute you stop, by the way, the weight comes back. And if you haven't read about the possible side effects of using that for a prolonged period of time, you better read that long-winded piece of paper inside your prescription. Anyway, Joseph Onesta, clinical hypnotist, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good luck.